Open Your Eyes is brought to you by the Belize Bank. Our country, your bank.
Good morning and welcome to Open Your Eyes.
Start your morning right.
I am John Palacio.
And I am Brighton Cott.
And welcome to this morning's edition of Open Your Eyes. It's a beautiful morning out. I don't know about you, Brighton, but boy, you know, I've got to put my makeup on. It's hot. It's hot outside, but a little later on we'll be taking care of the weather to let you know exactly what the weather is going to be like for today. And of course, for the next 24 hours, what that is going to be like. Nonetheless, we're in a beautiful country, my brother.
Yeah.
Beautiful country.
John, it's the day after Easter weekend.
You know, I was just about to ask you if, you took a drive on the coastal side of things, maybe Corozal area, or if you head on down to Placencia or Hopkins or went western.
John, I stayed at home for the Easter weekend. And I had a blast.
You had a good time
in my yard.
And you know, and I think that's one of the best things for people to do. If you're able to utilize what we've got in the country with respect to local tourism and whatnot, then kudos to you.
Yeah.
But then again, if you're one of those, like my brother here would say, you know what, I prefer staying in my yard and just enjoy what we've got here, then that was great as well, because we've got what we need. You go to the store, you buy food. You want to hang out with friends, you could do that right there in your yard.
Right.
You know, so you want to socialize, you could do that right there at home. And what better way to be safe than to be right there at home?
Exactly, and especially considering that things are changing a bit with COVID-19 again. You want to be on the edge, be on the urgent side of things, as well as there's a lot of tragedies that happens over the Easter weekend, and sometimes you just want to take a break from that scenery as well.
Sometimes you just want to take a break. I couldn't say it any better than that, because that's what you want at times. But I'll tell you what, speaking of taking a break, there were a lot of people who said, or their sentiment was that we took 2 years a break. And I just wanted to be out there. And unlike you, you know, I took a drive. I took a drive down south, and my goodness,
you know, whatever I wasn't able to do over the past 2 years, John, I'm sure a lot of people got to do over the weekend. A lot of people made up for those 2 years that they didn't had the opportunity to go out and, you know, have a nice time with friends, family, explore a bit, party. It all happened this weekend.
Binge party, you call it, just like a binge drink, binge party. But I'll tell you what I noticed. Like, for instance, on Friday, we took that drive down, and there were a lot of people who actually took that drive. Thursday was when everybody was just filling up their vehicles to head on down to, but nobody complained that Super or what's the V-Power or Super is actually what, 14 something, nearly 15 bucks. But don't worry about it, everybody was actually out there. And you know, I don't want to knock that. You know, I don't want to put a whip on that. I want to put it into this perspective that if we don't buy it, then how do we circulate money within our country? That's my thought. But heading down the Western was great, and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna make a detour, and I clicked left and headed to the coastal highway. But my brother, if you haven't been through there, and there were a lot of people, as a matter of fact, one of our friends never been through there. And so we took the drive, but it was scenic. And there were people in the rivers down there. There were a lot to see. And communities started to pop up there. Even bus shed, they're through the coastal now.
See, you're telling me things that I don't know. Now I'm a bit intrigued to go and drive through the coastal road.
Take that run. If you feel like, look, it's gonna save you around what, 20 minutes, half an hour. But you save a lot of fuel too, rather than going all the way around. And it was beautiful. The only thing I didn't like about it was that there were various spots that the dust settled so thick, Brighton, 6-8 inches, maybe a foot. And if something is going in front of you, you had to make a direct stop. Like, you had to stop. Then yield, just stop. And that was exactly what I did. And That would be like the only thing, but I've got to say great works going through there. And from the mere fact that communities are actually starting to build through there, you know what? That some kind of economical push will be in those areas. So I'm so glad for that. We have to continue to propel the country forward.
Right. Where roads build, we know that that's an opportunity for development. And so certainly we should be seeing developments happening through the coastal road for sure.
So that was, that was a bright part of it as well. Going into Placencia, everybody, like people out there, bro, places for food and all these things. You know what, they were waiting for this because this is their livelihood. Children have to go to school, but they need money in order to do that. And so when we go down there and patronize, then we know for a fact that, hey, we are playing a part in our economy. And that's where that was my big thought, that we're playing a part in the economy.
Right.
All the resorts, all the little hotels, all the food areas. That was what happened there.
Yeah, definitely. When money begins to circulate, that helps to develop our economy, push our economy forward. And we keep our money at home when we stay at home, and we support our local businesses.
I tell a lot of people this, right? We look at our border countries. Yeah. And we so admire what they do there. And I got to understand that when people went over to Chetumal, I got to understand it was about, 20,000 people? Mm-hmm. Now imagine 20,000 people, each with $50 each. With 50 or 100 Belize, say. 20,000 people. Mm-hmm. These are the least. And you're going across there and you're going to do your spending and whatnot. That's what they want. Their country is built on what? On our money. Yeah. Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact. That like you to watch your neighbor yard, Brighton, and man, are you woof. We got hot mixing at this yard and everything. But you've got yours flooded. But rather than continue to dip the dirt that you've got to land or the landfill, you're actually watching a neighbor yard and dip right in at that yard, Brighton. That's what you're doing.
I like your analogy.
I'm not saying that things, that it's bad. It's good to see new things and go new places and whatnot, but not make it habitual. Spend their money right here. We got a lot of places. My teacher, Rudy Juan, lecturer, Rudy Juan, crop science, used to tell me, when you see a road that's going that way, might look funny. Yeah. Take the run. See what happened. And that was what I did through the coastal. Yeah. I took the run and it was beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, there are so many places in Belize, John, that we have not had the opportunity to visit.
Lot of places.
And it's right there.
Lots of places.
I mean, I was looking at some trips to Costa Rica and looking to trips to parts of the Caribbean. And I'm like, you know what? There are places right here in Belize that could provide that same experience.
Well, I'll tell you what.
And even better.
And you actually spend the time in your yard with friends and whatnot. You want to visit Costa Rica and you're in your yard, play one bachata song. Or if you want to you want to go Caribbean and you're in your yard, well, play one Kerwin the Bois. Nothing is wrong with that. Yeah, and if you feel Belize, then play Super G or Mr. Peters. That's what we could do in our country. The onus is upon all of us. And we have to continue to push it that way. They're not just the one, they're not Mr. This, they're not Minister That. Yeah. It's us. It's us. Yeah. So let's continue to do that.
Like one of the slogans for one of my dear friends, Gerald Velasquez, his shirt says, Belize over everything.
Burn, son. Yeah. But that's the truth. Speaking of Belize over everything, and we know that there are some dire stuff that we need to touch on. And definitely we'll be touching the situation with NIYAB getting their 19,000 signatures saying that they'll be vetting that. I just want to go back to what the crowd was like. It was extremely crowded in most places. Yeah. But one of the things that we also want for folks to understand that the numbers for coronavirus, seems that there are waves popping up in different countries. Yeah. We know that there'll be we know for a fact that there'll be a trickle-down effect with the situation that's going on in China. US. In China, primarily. Yeah. Beijing, whereby, they're locking down and it's a hard lockdown. Yeah. So what happens with the ports? And the biggest port, where? Beijing. And then what about stuff that needs to be shipped down to different countries? Yeah. So we know that there'll be a trickle-down effect there. So what are we going to do about that? Yes, we're crowded. We're seeing the numbers rising in the US. Yeah. But are planes not coming to Belize? No plane to call. And are these people moving in the country? Yes. Yeah. So we know that. And then yesterday, the numbers from the weekend saw a little more new cases of COVID and less recoveries.
Yeah.
Now, is that something for alarm?
You know, usually when time we see those trends, it's because there tends to be like a spike in the number of cases. We've been in COVID 2 years now, so we could analyze these things. And
exactly.
we know how the virus is trending, and we know that it goes from country to country. It's sooner than later when it trickles down to Belize or Little Belize. We saw how it started back in 2019, 2020, and we saw how it progressed throughout the world. And so we cannot expect that we will be forgiven.
Yeah. You know, at this particular point, there is no dodge, and people need to understand that the vaccination campaigns are out there. People are getting vaccinated. Your opportunity to get vaccinated is now. Go on out, do what you've got to do. These numbers, you never know. For me, I don't want to raise no alarm, but to see 50-something new cases to like 30-something new recoveries, I don't like that. I don't like that. That's just me, you know. And then everybody was everywhere this weekend. Nobody wearing any mask. Everybody just packed up at to the nearest watering hole. Oh, you know, Stephen to wear a mask.
Yeah.
So these are the things that we need to continue to do. Let's check these numbers out and let's be vigilant. Still wash your hand, keep your distance. If you don't have to go anywhere, you just don't go. You never ever know. And because you catch it once, mean you can't catch it again.
Right.
I mean, we've got it. We got it already. But that does not mean that we're safe, you know? So that's one of the things that I noticed from yesterday. But let's jump on into the NIYAB issue with the referendum. 19,000 signatures garnered. 19,000. Give me your thoughts.
You know, I'm following what's developing with this particular situation. We've been following it for the past week and a half, 2 weeks. And my personal position is that I am still a bit skeptical as to how the situation will play out. But I'm hearing now that this is something that is empowered by our Constitution in terms of the Referendum Act, and not just something that's empowered by cabinet, or the decision cannot be made solely by cabinet. Now, it would be good to get a lawyer to expand on what the situation will be going forward in terms of NIYAB definitely going to challenge
what have been put in place already.
What has already happened. And we know that it's already been ratified in the House, but the opposition also abstained in the Senate. And so the bill was not passed in the Senate. So it was not ratified in the Senate. Therefore, we need to be really following what will happen if there is going to be a referendum. But also, one of the things that developed, where I heard from Pastor Wade, is that they are trying to address some of the gray areas, learning from the experience of what happened with the Oceana.
And some of those experiences would be?
The fact that some of the numbers of signatures that you get can possibly be taken away for one reason or another.
Yes.
And they are trying to cover themselves in going forward to ensure that this doesn't hamper the process.
Yeah. I think one of the things he made mention of yesterday in the news was that they've still got people out there who are trying to garner even more signatures in the event. So basically, they're making a buffer. You know, they want to make sure that they've got that buffer, because they know that they have garnered the 19,000 signatures that they need, but they just want to make sure that they're safe. And one of the things that you mentioned was that with the situation with Oceana, some signatures were whoop, and so therefore that you're not able to use that, which eventually takes away from the amount of signatures that you've got. Are you able to run a referendum like that? No. And so they're trying to put things in place. But I also want to go further and say that in the manner in which they approach you for your signature, because if you listen to, and this is my personal opinion now, if you listen to how NIYAB is actually putting the information out there, and you could see they're passionate about it, and that's one of the greatest things about people, to being passionate about what you believe in and how you feel. But one of the things that I notice about, is that once you sign this paper, you're saying no to legalization of marijuana. That's one of the, you could see it. You know, you can see it. That's one of the feel that I get from what they're where they're coming from. But their approach is different. When they come to you to sign the paper or the referendum paper, they're telling you that because they came to me, and I've got to say I signed it. You know, my personal opinion, I signed it, but not because of I might not want marijuana or legalization of marijuana, or I want the legalization of marijuana. I signed it because they're telling you, you know what? You've still got the right to say yes or no in an upcoming election, if you know, a referendum, if there is supposed to be. Yeah. So you exercise the right, no? You know, so that's one of the things that I noticed in terms of their approach to it. But there are a lot of people who don't want to sign because they feel that if they sign that, they're automatically saying yes to the legalization of marijuana, or they're automatically saying no to the legalization of marijuana. And that's not the case.
Yeah. You know, I discussed this some weeks ago because I'm a part of a group with young professionals, and one of the magistrates who is a part of our group, we went through and we combed through the legislation, and there were certainly things that we thought needed revision in terms of the makeup of the legislation, in terms of the social equity aspect, in terms of having access to dispensaries, or having access to, if you're a cultivator, for example, and you cannot form partnerships with dispensaries, you cannot form partnerships with the other component of the entire industry. It's essentially something that requires revision. I understand that there was a central nursery because they want to standardize the industry. However, I do believe that there are some instances of what would seem as monopolization of an industry. And that is something that, that is one of the reasons why a lot of young professionals believe that, you know, the bill has to be, there has to be further consultation.
Yeah, we need to comb it some more. We need to really guide this thing,
Absolutely. And so certainly, if it goes to a referendum, the amount of people in Belize, John, let's just be honest, who utilizes marijuana is very, very significant. And we all oftentimes want to pin it on the young man on the street that, okay, he utilizes marijuana. Please, there are people in big and high places that utilizes marijuana.
Yeah.
So let's just be real.
Let's be real about it indeed. But the next question to ask is, what is GOB going to do with these 19,000 signatures? When they say 19,000, that's what, 10% of the voting population. And if like they've said, if we garner that, then automatically it should trigger a referendum. But we've heard the minister, Minister Musa, saying that, you know what, it's a little too late. Is it? But NIYAB is saying, you know, it's a referendum. I mean, you actually hold a petition for it, and as long as you garner these amount of signatures, then automatically it triggers. So what's going to take place? And these are, of course, some of the stories that we'll be following up on in the upcoming days or upcoming weeks as to what is going to take place.
Yeah.
This is one of them, I can't say. I can't answer that. One said this, one said that, then hey, we just have to wait for what the real situation is going to be. But that's a piece of the pie there, Brighton. A piece of the pie. We know that there were a lot of murders over the weekend. As a matter of fact, just last night, there was another murder. Actually, last night, I got it wrong. Last night, there was a body found.
In the
Macau River. So, you go to these watering holes, you consume whatever you consume, if it was caused because of alcohol or marijuana, or you just don't eat, because you know there are a lot of misconceptions out there. We want for folks to understand that you've got your family with you, and you want to primarily make sure that they're safe. Know where everybody are. You know, it's still a hot season. People still going a river. It doesn't mean that because the Easter time has passed, meaning that we're not going. So let's be safe with each other. Let's have each other's backs. Let's know where each others are. That's, you know, primarily for me. But it's that time of the morning. We move on. What do you say we take a look at the weather? We just made mention that it's hot during the Easter time.
Yeah.
But the heat will continue. The forecaster should be checking in with them to let you know exactly what the weather is going to be like. It's going to be a fairly interesting morning right here on OYE. We've got some great conversations lined up for you for the morning as well. I am not sure. I guess we could take a read of this very quickly. Situation. Yep. So the general. All right. So we're about to get the forecaster on duty. We've got Mr. Radon will be on the line with us shortly to let you know what the weather is going to be like. But primarily one of the things that we do, like we mentioned, we follow the newscast on a daily basis to let you know exactly what's hot or what's not. What's that? All right, I think I should seal third base. I didn't hear you there. I didn't hear you. Okay, yeah. We should read it? All right, cool. All right, so we've got him on the line. So let's, hello, morning.
Good morning.
Mr. Radon, how are you, sir?
I'm doing good, sir. How are you doing?
Well, we don't get Johnny Cake yet, but we're trying to make it through the morning. Let's jump on into the weather and what it's going to be like. We know that over the Easter it was very hot, and will that be the situation? Speaking of situation, what's the general situation going to be like?
Okay, well, the general situation is for mainly fair and warm weather to continue. Not as hot as previous days, but generally warm.
All right, seemed like there was a magnifying glass during the Easter. Like, you know what? This is going to be the case. But let's talk about the 24-hour forecast. What should we expect?
All right, so today then we're expecting mostly sunny skies. Tonight partly cloudy. And showers will be isolated, but will occur mostly over the south this morning.
All right, yeah. And the winds?
Winds from the east at 5 to 15 knots, and the sea state a light chop.
All right. And the temperatures, you said that it won't be as hot. So what should we expect with the highs and lows?
All right, we can expect 87 along the coast today, 93 inland, and 80 degrees up in the mountain Pine Ridge. The lows for tonight, 79 along the coast, 70 inland, 64 up in the mountains.
All right. We were warned there. And the extended forecast?
Okay, for Thursday and Thursday night, continuing mainly fair weather with only isolated showers.
All right. Mr. Radon, thank you so very much for the weather update.
You're welcome.
All right, sir.
Have a good one.
Okay, bye-bye.
Yeah, well, John, we see that it was hot, the Easter heat came, and things are just cooling down just a bit, but it's still going to be warm and very good temperatures, or tropical temperatures as we're used to.
Man, I'll tell you what, when you're flying, on one of the big jets and you're about to enter Belize space and the hostess come on board and tell you it's a cool 85 degrees Fahrenheit in Belize, and like, yes. When they say 85, I smell rice and beans. Can't wait. But nonetheless, you're right. It should be cooler, like the forecaster said, throughout today and, of course, tomorrow. And let's enjoy that, what we've got in our country. It's that time we move on to take a look at the eye-opener, and it's taken from dailyom.com, and it goes like this.
Our eye-opener taken from dailyom.com says, choosing not to experience pain, anger, or other intense feelings could cause those feelings to become buried deep into your physical body. Throughout our lives, we may experience emotions that disturb or distress us. Often, our first reaction is to push our feelings away. We may say, I don't want to think about that right now, I'll think about it later, and we bury our emotions, deny the validity of our feelings, or distract ourselves with other concerns. But the diverse emotions you experience are neither good nor bad. They are simply a part of being human. Choosing not to experience pain, anger, and other intense feelings could cause those feelings to become buried deep into your physical body. There, they may linger unresolved and unable to emerge, even as they affect the way you experience the world. Acknowledging your emotions instead of pushing them away allows you to stay emotionally healthy and in touch with your feelings.
Man, that's deep. We're always, especially for us men, we're always told that one of the things that we don't do is actually showcase our emotions.
Right.
and we push it away, and then it comes across, because it will come out, but it's channeled maybe differently than it would have been if we had taken the time to deal with it there and then.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I'm getting when you read that, and I'm seeing what you're saying. That's exactly what went through to my mind, because when we feel a certain way as men, and I'm so sorry, I'm saying us men, when we feel a certain way as men, it's automatically just give me the rug, give me the broom, and we're going to sweep it there. But the buildup is dangerous, and so therefore I feel if your emotions come to you and that's how you feel at that particular time, then you deal with it. And there's so many different emotions. There is the emotion of happiness. You're sad. You feel certain ways and stuff like that. And we wonder what it is. But it is a part of your emotion. And if you're cognizant of that, then chances are you're going to deal with it there and then. Yeah. Because if we do, then we tend to accept the experience. You know, one of the greatest things, or the greatest teacher, for me, this is what I feel, the teacher of experience. Because if you've experienced it already, then when it comes around, because it will, you'll know exactly how to deal with it. Yeah. And I'll use you as an example. You are a professional volleyball player. That's who you are. Yeah. You became a professional because of the experience that you gained. Not overnight, but the more experience you had, the better your opportunity for becoming the professional. So when you go in the professional setting, you utilize the experience that you had the day before. Yeah. Exactly, to me, what the eye-opener is saying.
You know, when I think about the eye-opener, one of the first things when you stated the differentiation in how men and women emote, because we're taught to be machismo, we're taught to be macho. And my sister and I was having this conversation last week, and she said, you know, why there are a lot of relationship discrepancies? It's because a lot of times men don't know how to communicate their feelings. Yeah. And I said, you know what, that's true, because of how we've been socialized. And I said, you know what, there are different ways how we could express our emotions. For me, when I'm feeling angry or when I'm feeling down, the way how I express my emotion is through the art form of playing volleyball. Yeah. But also, when I became a professional player, and that is now my job, I was like, okay, how do I express my emotion when this is the very same thing that I used as the tool to express my emotion? Yes. And so you start to find different avenues or different ways to express your emotion in a positive way. Yes. Because you don't want to express your emotion in a way that's going to create a rippling effect that's going to be negative, because that could sometimes lead to something even bigger. Yeah. We've seen in the news just recently how very small stuff that could have been settled in a more positive way evolved into something very tragic. Yes. And so we have to be very, very careful with how we go about expressing our emotions. The forms that we use to express our emotions is critically important to how we begin to positively heal or just express our emotions in a way that's going to cause us to propel to a better state.
Yes, indeed. And now imagine, after listening to what you said, now imagine you channel your emotion, or you deal with your emotion on which it comes. Like, for instance, right now, imagine you deal with it. Then the next minute or two, if anything should come back again, that's exactly where you're going back to, because it worked at that particular time, and it worked for the better, and it worked for everybody that surrounds you. So try to deal with it to the best of your ability, and as it happens, because when you do, it's another great experience. Sum it up that way. What do you say? Huh?
Great way to close off that.
Indeed, it's a beautiful morning out. We've got a lineup show for you. We've got a packed show lineup for you. As a matter of fact, coming up after the commercial break, we'll be taking a look at a story with the Inspiration Center. Now, it's very important to know that at least we've got an Inspiration Center that deal with our youths as best as possible. So we'll check that story out in the first segment.
And in the second segment, we'll be joined by representatives from Digi, and they will be going through some of the new deals that's happening with Digi. We will be touching just a bit on the Digi wallet, and as well we will be talking about DigiNet.
DigiNet, boy,
Yeah.
I tell you, a quick thing there, host. We're playing games, we're watching movies, but that's the way it is. And in the third segment as well?
And in the third segment, we are going to be highlighting, or we'll be joined in studio by two wonderful young women who are entrepreneurs, and they are a part of a Belizean Caribbean Rising Star competition,
Wow.
and they are heading into the finals, so you don't want to miss that as well.
And let's propel them as best as possible. We give them our support. Chances are they've got the entire country behind them, or they will have the entire country behind them, and that should give them the W. Huh? We'll be chit-chatting with them to find out what they need to go forward to actually win this competition. So we've got that and more right here live on Open Your Eyes this morning. You want to stay with us? When we come back, we've got much more. All right? We'll see you in just a few.
Download the SmartStream app on the Android Play Store and create your account to get access to movies and stream at home or on the go. Prepaid customers can purchase regular data packages or get a discounted rate on a special SmartStream package by dialing 7737. Postpaid customers will be billed monthly. Never miss a movie again with SmartStream.
Your life just got a lot less complicated with Belize Bank Contactless MasterCard Debit Card. Introducing our Standard Debit and MasterCard Platinum Debit Cards. Now you can make purchases anywhere MasterCard is accepted with one tap, pay and go. Your contactless card never has to leave your hands, especially in these times. And your card is embedded with multiple layers of security. Platinum card holders get to enjoy extra benefits like price protection, purchase protection, trip inconvenience, and luggage protection, just to name a few. Start enjoying a cashless lifestyle today with the Belize Bank.
Keep your business running efficiently with computer products and accessories from Cellular World. We are the largest electronics stores in Belize, providing business solutions from trusted brands including Dell, HP, Lenovo, and Samsung, just to name a few. Our range of business PCs and electronics include desktop computers, laptops, desktop monitors, mouses, battery backups, smart TVs, and computer accessories that are backed up by warranties to keep your business always running smoothly. Call or visit us at any of our 5 Cellular World locations in Belize City, Belmopan, or San Pedro, and let our knowledgeable team help you to find the right solutions. Cellular World, low prices, more choices.
My name is Mirna and I am 38 years old. I am married and I have a 9-year-old daughter. I do everything that you do, it's just in a different way. I work here at the 501 Hub, it's a restaurant. My job mainly is to answer the phone, to make reservations. The challenges that I usually meet every day are numberless, but the one that I face mostly are transportation. Like if I'm in the bus, my husband is holding me already, and there's someone sitting right there. And then we will say, Miss, can I please have the seat? And she said, no, you need to find another seat. I am sitting here. But Miss, you have space. That's my bag there. I have experiences like that. That, to me, is real discrimination. People need to understand that we have the same rights as them. My philosophy in life is that you treat and you do to others the way you want people to do to you or to your children or family.
Together we can stop the violence by being responsible and respectful partners and fathers in the future.
I will take responsibility to respect women and girls and hold other young men accountable who use hurtful behavior and speech.
Toxic masculinity traits and harmful social norms about how men should behave contributes to gender inequality and violence and fear that women and girls face.
I realized that gender-based violence is a problem that will never end until all boys and men work to end it by resolving conflicts without violence.
We all have a responsibility, and that is why we encourage others to spread this message, to commit to advancing gender equality and to end gender-based violence.
I commit.
I commit.
I commit.
I commit
I commit
to make changes to end
violence
violence
in
in
my
my
life
life
and elsewhere.
Together we can stop the violence.
Welcome back to Open Your Eyes, and we're moving now into what will be our first segment. Brighton, you know, April, the month of April, is also labeled as Autism Awareness Month.
Yeah.
And we spoke to a mom and, of course, a professional. We had both of them in, and that was a great conversation on autism.
Right, right.
We asked many questions, including how do you recognize if a child is with autism, and how to deal with them. But primarily, so it's about how to deal with you to ready for that. What are your thoughts?
You know, that conversation, it definitely shed a lot of light on understanding how is it that you go about analyzing your child from a very young age and analyzing their tendencies, their behavioral tendencies, and being able to point out some things that you may not see as the typical neurotypical child, and being able to navigate yourself. Particularly in Belize, we know that there were representatives from Autism Belize, and they came to share with us the Light Up Blue campaign, and how we could go about to continue raising awareness about autism.
Indeed. But, you know, and like we mentioned, there are so many things that we need to know about it.
Yeah.
How to recognize it, how to ready ourselves for it, or how to deal with ourselves, and then how to deal with somebody who is actually with autism. So we actually did a feature on autism at the Inspirational Center, and we'll run that for you now.
Welcome to the Inspiration Center. My name is Cindy Jones. I'm the Communications Officer, and I also assist with administrative work. Today, welcome again. We are here because I'm going to walk you guys through the different services that we offer here at the center. So currently we're offering occupational therapy, physical therapy, and speech therapy. Today specifically though, we're going to be speaking with our occupational therapists. You're going to see how evaluations are conducted, and also get a glance as to what takes place when it comes to physical therapy.
A dinosaur wrote these, and he didn't write them the right sizes. Can you use this pencil and circle the letters that are too big or too small?
Okay.
So occupational therapy, we work with people across the lifespan from birth all the way until the end of life in people's ability to perform and engage and participate in activities. So if you think about physical therapy, helps people with walking and mobility, and people are familiar with speech therapy, they help people with communication. Occupational therapists, we help people to engage particularly in daily activities. So the examples we like to give are, can you get yourself dressed? Can you brush your own teeth? And for children, the activities that they perform are play. So we help children to be able to engage in play and schoolwork and social engagement. I want to teach you how to tie your own shoes. So we're going to make 2 bunny ears with the ends tucked in. We're going to squeeze the bunny ears. We're going to make an X Look, do you see how this is one big X? Then we take the bunny ear from the back and we're gonna bring it in. Do you see this bunny face? Yeah. We're gonna take the back bunny ear and push it through the bunny's face and pull it tight. Can I see you try, Zane? Mm-hmm. Good job. Now make an X. X? An X? Yes, good job. Oh, nice. Make an X and now take that bunny ear from the back and push it through the bunny's face. And pull it tight. Yes! Good job, Zane, you did it! High five!
Zane's birth was a surprise to me, and so it was at his birth that I was told he had Down syndrome. The first pediatrician to have seen him was Dr. Eck, and Dr. Eck told me, said, please don't wait until he's at the school age to learn his ABC and do his numbers and writing. So as early as possible, you start doing those things with him. By the time he was 1, I was seeking speech therapy, and that's how we ended up here at Inspiration Center. And then through here we got speech, we got physical therapy, we got OT therapy when the visiting therapists came. So for every session, he was part of those. He had graduated from speech therapy, but even with that, I still have to be doing things with Zane.
So this time, write it again, but we're gonna write it the correct way, where the letters are the right size.
Okay. Can I do that again?
Yes, you can write it again. I know you can do it. You're such a smart boy. Oh, good O. Zane, this fossil, that was so good. High five. Good job. Let's do teeth next.
The Inspiration Center is the only pediatric rehab center that we have within the entire country of Belize. And before the pandemic, the services that we were offering are medical consults, speech therapy, physical therapy, and out of those very same departments, out of speech department, we had vital stim therapy going on as well, preschool readiness sessions, and then out of the PT department, we had playgroup sessions and mind in motion therapy as well. Beside those, we also offer Ponseti, which is the club foot correction, and it's using the CAS method. So we see clients with club foot as well. We rely heavily on donations and grants, support from the government, and also support from international volunteer therapists. Because without our therapists, without having people on the ground, we wouldn't be able to offer our services.
I have been with a lot of children. We start at the beginning with a telehealth session. We are taking part of session with therapists from abroad, mainly United States, and also a speech therapy from Austria, and have been the possibility to taking part in this session.
What is this from? S. 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 U. U. O. N.
Telehealth works, for example, via Zoom, me, the physical therapy, and the family at home. We evaluate the baby. We make a lot of questions. The patient at home with the family perform some activities that the physical therapy and I indicate them to do at home.
So it's the family that plays a vital role in telling
yes, the five, yes.
Hands together, stand on one foot.
Some parents prefer to bring their children here to do face-to-face sessions. They don't want to do telehealth. One of the first things we normally do when we get a call from a parent wanting to bring their child here, we ask them to take them to a pediatrician. First, and then based on that referral from the pediatrician, we take it from there.
Vamos llegando, vamos. ¡Ya llegaste!
¡Bravo! En este caso, este niño se va a trabajar en la parte que lo que queremos conseguir, que es la estimulación a todas, ¿entiende? A todas las funciones que él debe de hacer de acuerdo a su edad.
In this case, in this baby, she going to stimulate of the function that the baby could get for his age, okay? And he's trying to improve the physical part of his body. The time of this session is limited because we need to get the objective, the principal objective, that is strengthen the muscles and a better functionality of all his body. And it's going to take a lot of sessions to get there for the principal objective, that is a healthy childhood.
We get referrals from all the health facilities, government, public facilities as well as private facilities, and also from other organizations who work with children and their families, work with children living with disabilities and their families. So we're never out of clients. We have actually long wait lists when it comes to children who need occupational therapy and speech. So we try to keep working that list to try to bring in as much of those clients as we can. You can call 613-6200, 613-6200 to talk to our receptionist. The receptionist will have a few questions for them, and then she will navigate how that client will be received into the center.
Feature done at the Inspirational Center. You know, one of the things, Brighton, is we've got facilities in our country to better deal with things like of this sort, like you know, autism, and you know, just listening to their story. Of course, that's a very motivational one. There's so many parents who have no idea that what they're going through or what the child is going through is actually autism. And then having to deal with the child not in the way that he or she needs to be dealt with. Mm-hmm. And when it comes to places like the Inspirational Center, this is definitely one of the great facilities to go if you need, one, the information, and two, the know it how. I could imagine how hard it is for parents to even come out to say that their child is autistic, or they suspect the child to be autistic. And then having to deal with that child, not knowing how to, could be a tough one.
Yeah. You know, when I watched the story, I paid keen attention to just how patient the support was from the individuals from the Inspiration Center to the children. Mm-hmm. And just the love and passion that comes with having an occupation in such a field, to be able to work with children who have autism, who have trisomy 21, which is Down syndrome, and being able to navigate the difficulties that they may be facing in terms of how they go about learning and how they go about interacting on a daily basis. Being able to navigate that, it's such an inspiring thing to see that level of professionalism and being able to assist our young people to be able to get the best experience, the best livelihood experience that they could possibly get.
Well said, well said. There was another story that we did with a young lady in Ladyville, and that was too another touching story as to how she found out and what she had to do to eventually navigate herself and her life around her child and her child's life, so that the child could actually get the best of health. But what we saw just now is actually a great eye-opener, and then again a door opening for people who would like to know how to deal with the situation. We know that it's definitely not an easy one. I've got young children, and I know how tough it is to deal with them. And you know, but when it's another level, then what do we do? But we also know that these children are very smart children, and we know that you know, there are certain ways of how we could actually propel them to actually be even smarter. and to make sure that they're dealt with with the best of health possible. This month is actually April, and April signifies World Autism Awareness Month. And they're saying that, you know what, one of the things that you could do to showcase that you recognize autism is shine a blue light in your household. I remember you told us, you know what, just one of your neighbors with blue Christmas lights on still. Yeah. Not knowing it was actually to say, you know what, we recognize autism.
Yeah, yeah. And I wasn't completely aware of what the Light Up Blue campaign was. And we had guests from Autism Belize 2 weeks ago come in and talk to us about that. And I put 2 and 2 together, and it's like, okay, that's the reason why there's blue Christmas lights out. And I'm like, okay.
They're actually shining the light. It's Autism Awareness Month. Shine a blue light however you can, wherever you can, so we know that you recognize Autism Month. All right? That's going to do it for our first segment. We're about to take a break. When we come back, it's all about Digi on devices, deals, DigiNet entry plan, DigiNet increase speeds, and of course, the Digi wallet. We've got that and more when we come back. Stay with us.
Technology is ubiquitous, and it's transforming how, when, and where we work. Fulltech Systems is placing award-winning devices in the hands of information workers, allowing them to work without compromise in a world without wires, to innovate, create, and to maximize productivity anytime, anywhere, satisfying the needs of the desk-centric remote and field worker and every other worker in between. We are providing the industry's best devices to businesses going through the process of digital transformation. Partner with us today to provide the solutions that will allow your employees to work effectively and efficiently to enhance your customers' experience. Fulltech Systems, your technology center, where you'll come for the price, but stay for the service.
Todo beliceño merece tener una conexión de internet de calidad, rápida y confiable en su hogar. Para clases en línea y trabajo desde casa, es la nueva forma de vida. DigiNet es el proveedor número 1 de servicio de fibra óptica, impulsando la transición digital de Belice. Y ahora nuestro servicio de DigiNet es aún más accesible con nuestro nuevo plan de entrada. Por tiempo limitado, tú y tu familia pueden disfrutar de 20 megabits por segundo por solamente $49 mensuales. No más clases perdidas ni reuniones virtuales interrumpidas. Te está costando mucho tiempo y dinero. DigiNet es mejor que cualquier opción de cable o servicio inalámbrico. Visita cualquier Digistore hoy y suscríbete para la conexión más rápida y confiable de Internet para el hogar en Belice. Ven a ver lo que te has estado perdiendo. El mismo servicio de fibra de alta calidad, rápido y confiable, ahora a un precio aún más bajo. Para más información, visita www.livedigi.com/DigiNet. Digi, nuestra telecomunicación nacional.
Bring color to life with Sherwin-Williams paint. Choose from matte, eggshell, semi-gloss, or gloss finishes for your home's interior and exterior use. Also, protect your wooden decks and furnitures with our top-of-the-line varnishes, wood stains, and wood preservatives. We also have primers, masonry, and metal coatings. Sherwin-Williams, available at Design Depot, all in one place.
Download the SmartStream app on the Android Play Store and create your account to get access to movies and stream at home or on the go. Prepaid customers can purchase regular data packages or get a discounted rate on a special SmartStream package by dialing 7737. Postpaid customers will be billed monthly. Never miss a movie again with SmartStream.
Hola usuario de eCash, la aplicación eCash está disponible en español. Cambiar el idioma de tu aplicación de eCash de inglés a español es rápido y sencillo. Déjame mostrarte cómo se hace. Primero, abre tu aplicación eCash. Introduce tu PIN. Toca el icono More en la parte inferior de tu pantalla. Selecciona Security. Selecciona Language. Y luego selecciona Spanish. Vuelve a introducir tu PIN y ya está. Tu aplicación de eCash está ahora en español y puedes seguir disfrutando de tu cartera digital eCash. La aplicación eCash de Belize Bank te hace la vida más fácil.
Dwayne Moody, Isani Cayetano, Marian Ali, Paul Lopez. Your News 5 Belize teams do whatever it takes. Go wherever they need to go, so you can catch the story wherever you are, whenever you want, on whatever device. Channel 5 Belize on television, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Because news is now everywhere, all the time. And so are we.
Whether you're at home, on the road, at work, or at school, if you see news happening or suspect that something might be up, call or text the Channel 5 News Belize tip line at 672-5555. You don't have to give us your name, just give us the tip. That's 672-5555. Call or text us so we can check it out.
Welcome back to Open Your Eyes. We're moving now into our second segment. Now, this one is all about deals. Stop at deals. Stop at deals. Now, what are we talking about here? It's actually Digi. And as you know, every time Digi is here, they've got something new for customers, something that we could actually take advantage of. Whether that's credit or one new phone, because I say what, A22, A12, A kind of thing there. I see that. It's the DigiNet plan, it's the increase in speeds, there are a lot of things here to talk about. And to tell us all, we've got Abigail Neal, who is a solution specialist. A solution specialist, and Miss Lorena Martinez, who is actually a senior solution specialist. These ladies are in with us. Morning and welcome.
Morning.
Morning. Thanks for having us.
It's nice to have you guys in. Solution specialist. Oh, no?
I think it's easier to just say marketing and done because we do a little bit of everything.
Right? And that's great. And that's great. But let's jump on into the deals. Digi's back on it. Let's start. Who wants to start?
Well, we could get started today. We're here to talk to you about device deals, DigiNet deals, and mobile promotions. As you know, we always have something going on, right? So we're here to tell you what's going on for the remainder of April and how you could benefit.
Yeah, because I know you guys had something for Easter. I mean this, I mean that, I mean that.
Yes.
So what's after Easter?
Well, we had an Easter bundle for prepaid customers, and we just wanted to say thanks to everyone who purchased it. It was a hit.
Yeah?
Yes, and we look forward to bringing out new promotions for every occasion, right? So going forward for the rest of this month, we continue to have the DigiNet Entry Plan promotion, which is also very popular, right? This gives you DigiNet at your home, 20 Mbps for just $49, right? And that's all inclusive, modem rental and GST, so there's no additional charge.
So wait, $49 a month?
$49, just $49.
What are Mbps now?
I guess that's the speed, right?
Second. Oh, yes, that's the speed.
I'm thinking that's seasoning, sorry. But so we've got the 20 Mbps.
Yes.
$49 a month.
Just $49.
More than with the 49.
Yes.
What?
And tax. So
untaxed
49
include
is 49.
49 or 49 for 20 Mbps.
That is what you will pay monthly on your bill. As Abigail mentioned, it's a starter plan, it's an entry plan, it's a promotion. So we're encouraging customers to take advantage of this deal while it's on the market. It's a limited time offer, and also To complement this promotion, we've also waived the installation fee. So we're doing free installation.
So what do I have to do? What do I have to do?
You basically just show up at the office, request the service with your valid ID. There's a $50 deposit, and that's it. We'll get you signed up, and you'll get installed in a few days after that.
You know, Digi is our national telecom, and it's really nice to see these deals come forward because we are seeing a push in terms of technology and driving Belize's development into the future, and that's so important. Speak to us some more about some of the other deals that you have coming on in terms of devices.
Sure. So just to end off the Janet, we just want to make it clear that the $49 does not change even after the promotion, and customers have a limited time, so please try to make it in before the end of the month to sign up for your entry plan, lock in that $49. So moving on into devices, we have a lot of deals happening with devices as well. You know, we carry cell phones, we carry tablets, we carry MiFis, we carry laptops, right? And when it comes to cell phones, it starts as low as $189. Any phone that you purchase with us, depending on the price range, you could get as, you know, up to $100 worth of bonus credit, with $40 bonus credit for those devices that are $500 or less, right? So the minimum bonus credit you could get is $40. And many people always ask, you know, what do you do with bonus credit? Well, you could do a lot with bonus credit. You could buy your text bundles, you could call Digi numbers, you could even call international numbers up or top 25 destinations, right? So there's a lot that you could do with bonus credit. So, you know, if you purchase a device, you could get anywhere between $40 and $100 bonus credit to get you started.
What? No, one of the things that, well, because I'm a part of this thing, it's the family plan. What's the situation with the family plan and some of the, in alignment with some of these deals coming up?
Well, the family plan, that's a postpaid plan. That's already a deal if you ask me. Because, you know, a lot of people take these share plans that they split the cost, right? So you're getting a postpaid number with unlimited talk and text and adequate data allowance, because we just doubled our data allowances in the postpaid plans. And you split that cost, and some people are paying, you know, a low, you know, $50 a month to share a plan. So I think that postpaid plans are a deal in itself. I would encourage any customer to consider to change to a postpaid plan. That way, you know, you could talk, text, use data in an unlimited fashion.
So convenient.
How many people can be on a plan?
We have two plans. We have the Elite, that's up to 5 members, and we have the Max, which is up to 7 members, right?
Man.
So,
Ms. Laura, go ahead.
So just to touch further, so we have the shared plans, and of course, if you're a one-man show, then you have the plans that are for individuals. You have from the starter plan, the light plan. You know, there's a postpaid plan for everybody, for every budget.
Wow.
And like Abigail said, all our plans come with unlimited talk and text, both to Digi and the other guys. And we have adequate data that would run you the entire month.
Sweet.
So that's postpaid. And I know we're talking about devices. So here on the table we have 2 of our featured devices for the month of April. These are Samsung line. As you know, BTL or Digicel is certified retailer, and so we carry a wide range of Samsung phones. Here we have the A12 and the A22. Both of these we consider as mid-range budget devices. In addition to the bonus credit that comes with any device purchase, we are actually giving customers a free bundle that also comes with 100 talk, 100 minutes, 100 texts, and 3 gigs of data. That's all free. So just for purchasing one of these devices during the month, you walk away with the bundle, you walk away with bonus credit. So you're pretty much set for quite a while.
You just pick me out with that one. So what would be the cost? I mean, like, you got the A12 and you got the A22.
So the A12 is for $5.39, and the A22 is for $6.39.
Okay.
And that's the price currently that was just slashed as of yesterday.
Wow.
So you're getting a much better deal than at the beginning of the month.
Yeah.
So again, it's a call to customers. If you're looking for a nice device, come into the office, any of our offices countrywide, and you can look, you can feel, you can see what the device feels like in your hand. You can test out the features. So you have that convenience when you visit our offices. So come in and take advantage. And also, any device purchase from the Samsung line comes with 1 year warranty.
What?
Okay.
So once I buy a Samsung phone, any Samsung phone at Digi, I get a 1 year warranty, meaning that if something happens, it could be replaced.
Yes.
Man.
That's the surety that you need with technology. Abigail, speak to us a bit about the differences with the A12 and the A22. I know a lot of people they like to know what features the phone comes with, and
Right. So I guess the main differences would be in terms of storage, in terms of megapixels for cameras. Both of them have quad cameras. So it's just in terms of some of those features that would be the difference. But they have a lot of nice to have functionalities. So they have fingerprint. They have the both cameras, main and selfie cameras. And they're both LTE devices, right?
Okay.
So, they're both great phones to have, but just a bit more features of the A22.
Okay. Well, when it comes to the cameras, that's one of the big things. But people should also understand that storage is also a big thing.
Yes. Storage, yes.
You take all them pictures, you download all the games, the apps, and of course your storage must be needed. But I want to get back to Digi increased speeds. What was the speed before, and then what do we have now, and does the cost change?
Okay, so as of the 1st of February, we automatically increased speeds for existing DigiNet customers, right? So customers are experiencing over 30% more in their speeds, automatic. You didn't have to do anything, right?
Yeah.
So we had 3 plans before the Digi Entry plan. So we had the Digi Basic, the Digi Double, the Digi Triple. Previously, before the increase, the Digi Basic was at 30 Mbps. Now it's at 40. The Digi Double was at 60. Now it's at 80, and the Digi Triple was at 120. Now it's at 150.
Wow.
Right? So we automatically did that for customers. I think along with the boosted speeds and the new entry plan, we've really shown Belizeans that we understand the need for a good, fast, reliable internet connection at home, and we're delivering.
Especially during COVID times, all the Zoom meetings,
yes, I know.
All the homeworks that you have to do online, school online. It's necessary to have fast internet.
Yeah, of course. And then
reliable internet.
Fast, reliable internet, and like you guys alluded to, you actually have laptops. You've got tablets, and people could it's a one-stop shop. You get everything you need right there with Digi.
It is.
And then now, quickly to make mention of, the Digi Wallet is actually on stream, or coming on stream.
We're live.
We're done today?
Yes, we're
a month in.
We've arrived.
A month into Digi Wallet.
Yes,
and we know that it is one of the hot things. We've seen all the commercials about it. You can order this, order that. It's actually just having money on your phone. They're like, hey, I got money on this. I go there, I do this, and party done. That's the way it is.
Right.
That's the way it is.
It offers a level of convenience, right? To have that digital cash on your phone.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about walking out of the house without your wallet or anything of that sort. You don't have to worry about if you have physical cash on you, because sometimes you really don't make it to the ATM. And then when you get to a certain location, it's like, oh, we don't take debit cards, right?
Yeah, right.
So then you're in a pickle.
Because then sometimes you're taking a drive, you need to make a quick stop. You don't want to go to the ATM, and then you get there and they say, oh, we don't take debit card. Like, oh my goodness. But they with Digi Wallet, they take that.
Right. Merchants can sign up. We have a lot of merchants who are signed up currently, and we encourage you know, more to sign up, because I mean, this is really what will help to build the ecosystem and the convenience
Indeed.
for both the consumers and the customers and the stores, right?
Right.
So
how do, but if I'm a business and I want to sign up, what do I do? What do I have to do?
You could either go on the Digi Wallet website, and there is a link there for you to put in an e-application to, you know, be contacted, and then you will be notified of what exactly is the process to sign up. It should be quick, easy, 3 steps maybe, and you're on the Digi Wallet, right? So
easy. No, convenience is a thing of the times, and certainly this is one of those breakthroughs that we have so long been looking forward to. If you go to different parts of the world, you know that people don't take around cash with them anymore. That's obsolete.
It's all cash apps, yeah.
Right. So it's all cash apps. It's Digi wallets.
Right.
It's taps. And even the taps sometimes are a bit inconvenient because some places don't have the machines as well.
To do the tap.
I mean, this is very innovative, and it's driving our technological development forward as a country as well.
Now check that out, and all that's with Digi Wallet.
Correct. Yes.
All right.
So we also just want to mention that there are some promotions happening on Digi Wallet for customers using the app. Whether you're transferring money to a friend, whether you're paying for goods and services, you all have a chance to win up to $100 Digi Cash. And the drawing will be done on May 4th, so it goes up to the end of this month. So increase your chances to win by using the Digi Wallet. They also have the chance to win an iPhone 13 Pro. And then also, we did not forget the merchants. So businesses that use Digi Wallet to pay, they can win up to a year free DigiNet.
Wow.
And I mean, that's an exceptional amount of savings.
Well, of course. So. I mean, if you go win one whole year at DigiNet, no, that's a lot.
Yes.
Just from having people use this service at your establishment.
Right.
What a thing.
If I was a store, I would ask customers, do you want to pay with Digi Wallet?
Because I'm winning DigiNet. But this is great, and I could use it any part of the country, right?
Yes. Yes, you could use it any part of the country, and you could also use it on devices that are not for LTE capable.
Okay.
Right? So there is a function that you could use to get a flash menu on your screen, so you don't have to use the actual app itself. So we do want to encourage all Belizeans countrywide to download the Digi Wallet app from the app stores, Samsung devices, Apple devices. We're compatible with all. And once you download the app, you get a chance to win. You get a chance to make your life more convenient and everything, right? So it's definitely a benefit to do so.
So living style, you don't have to wait a while with Digi Wallet.
All right. Anything else you want to add in terms of DigiNet, Digi deals?
So there's always a lot going on with Digi. So from my end, I would like to encourage customers to, you know, keep abreast of our social media platforms. There's always a lot of giveaways. There are always new updates on our promotions, you know, and deals. Every month we come up with an array of new deals. So that's one way for customers to stay abreast of what is going on with Digi and find out of ways that they can save. Because with everything that we put out there, there's definitely some sort of savings for customers, and there's some way that a customer can benefit and make their life even more convenient, as we keep saying.
Because I noticed, all right, we've got flavored in all-in-one bundles.
All-in-one bundles.
What is this about?
So the all-in-one bundles is one of our prepaid promotion. It has been ongoing, and it's actually one of the favorites from our customers, where they get to purchase, you know, there's 3 bundles starting as low as $3.
Oh, it's data bundles.
Data, it includes talk, text, and data, all for one price. And the good thing with this, the all-in-one favorite bundles are one of the big pluses for me, I would like to say, is that it includes talk and text, both the Digi and the other guys. and you have data. So you pay one price and you get everything, basically.
Wow.
There's a bundle for everybody, every budget. So that is ongoing, and I encourage customers to take advantage of it because, again, these promotion really allows the customers to save big with their purchases.
Indeed.
And they can purchase as many times as they wish. It's simply going through the star 700 pound or USSD and making their purchase.
I mean, you got $3 there, 350 MBs of data, unlimited text you have, and of course 30 minutes free 30 minutes free talk time.
Correct.
For only $3?
Yes. For only $3.
And if you do $6, it's 60, and if you do $9, then you got 90 minutes free talk, unlimited text, and of course your 1500 MB data.
Yes.
Man, Digi deals.
So we're
indeed.
always thinking about, customers, what their needs are.
Right.
And then, as you can see, each plan has a different expiration as well. So if you're looking for something more long-term, you would go with a larger plan.
Of course.
It gives more value. The more you spend, the more value you get.
Of course. All right.
So this is one, and one of the next favorite is the Digi After Dark, which is a daily plan. That plan also includes talk, text, and data, and it activates at 8 p.m. daily through to 6 a.m. So it actually gives the user 10 hours of airtime. And again, this plan is just for $199, and you get a total value package. So again, if you come home from work, you want to unwind and catch up, this is one of the plans that I would encourage customers to use.
And remember, we've got a lot of Belizeans studying abroad. Husband lived in Belize, wife studying. So this is definitely one of those great plans you want to take advantage of. And like you say, after that. But it's 3 times more data for $1.99. 3 gigabytes of data, unlimited talk and text from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Correct.
Well, on the night shift. That's a great one. I really like this one. Yes. Anything else? Because you guys are never ever done.
One more promotion that we have ongoing that we would like to make mention of is the SIM swap, where customers from the other guys who want to move over to Digi can come over and with just simply trading in their active SIM. When they move over to Digi, they get a free LTE SIM, they get 1 gig of data and $10 bonus credit.
Okay.
That's a value bundle to start them off. And again, it's free of charge. You come over, you get to enjoy all these deals, you get to enjoy the great service that Digi offers, and of course, you're going to be joining the bigger and better network.
There we go. So make the switch and enjoy free 1 gigabyte LTE data. You get $10 bonus credit and a Digi SIM. Just need to trade in from the other guys.
Very simple, yes.
All right. Yeah. Now we know exactly what to do. So great deals on phones, great deals on your internet, and of course, you've got this DigiNet entry plan. I'd like for us to get back to that though. What do I have to do to get to the DigiNet data plan, DigiNet entry plan? And what are we talking about when it comes to that? Let's try to run that again.
All right, so all you need is a valid ID. You need to come into the office and request the plan. And it's as simple as that. It's a monthly flat fee of $49. You get 20 Mbps. And for the $49, your ONT rental is included, tax is included, so no additional charge. And it's a limited time offer. I can't stress that enough. So,
get it while it's there.
Right, get it while it's there.
One of the key things too is that the entry plan is for new connections.
Okay.
So if you're a new customer, then this is the plan that you can take advantage of.
Yes.
Or if you have a second home and you want a new connection. So it's for new customers and new connections only.
All right, so people should know. So I tell her run it back. And then it also says up to 33% more speed on your data. But you guys also made mention that within this month, while you enter into it, this price of $49 actually stick up in there. Like that's it. That's your payment.
Yes. And then you have the free installation. So that's one cost that is being waived, and you get, like Abigail said, the 20 MBs of data for just $49.
And that's your bill.
That's your price.
bill.
Even when the promotion ends, your price does
stay on
not
the-
change.
you stay on the intro plan.
Well,
Yes.
I could hear a lot of people bragging. How much you pay? Because me only pay $49. That's a great
And the
plan.
internet fast.
You know, it's the
And
same thing.
And your connection is reliable.
Right,
So that's,
and
that's one of the
reliability.
the big points with DigiNet. It's a dedicated connection to your home. So you're not sharing bandwidth. The speeds that we are advertising is what you get.
All right, for $49, new customers and new connections only. Just to make you know. Huh? Just to make you know. Anything else before we leave, guys?
I think that wraps it up. But we would like to make mention that, we know a lot of customers are enjoying the travel across land borders now. So we also want to say, please check out our postpaid and prepaid data roaming plans. You could purchase these plans when you go, to Chatham Mall or wherever you're traveling to. Now that you're more free, able to freely travel, check out these plans so you could stay connected while you're abroad.
All right. Well, there you go. There you have it. You heard it first. Right here and open your eyes. I could hear neighbor tell neighbor, I get DigiNet pet.
I roamed and I had connection with, I called my parents when I got to Finland from Helsinki with Digi. So just to put that out there.
So that's the next promotion. I get DigiNet pet. Well, Abigail and Lorena, thank you guys for joining us this morning. And here's to wishing you all the very best. Take advantage of all the special deals provided to you by Digi. All right. We're going to take a break. When we come back, you ready for this?
Yeah.
You ready?
And we'll be joined by one of our very own entrepreneurs who is going into the semifinals of the Caribbean
Rising Star
in Beauty Show.
That's right. So we've got that when we come back. Stay with us.
Hello, friends. This is Dr. Bob Roberts with another 60-second sermon from God's Word.
The Bible says, who hath woe, who hath sorrow, who hath contentions, who hath babbling, who hath wounds without cause, who hath redness of eyes, they that tarry long at the wine. Upton Sinclair, in his book Cup of Fury, describes what alcohol did to some 75 of his friends and relatives, among whom were Jack London, Sinclair Lewis, Scott Fitzgerald, Edward A. Robinson, and others. He states, I put before the public this tragic record of a half-century of genius twisted and tortured by alcohol. And I ask that it be read with one fact, that 3 out of 4 of today's college students are drinking. I want them to know the story. I want them to see what the chains of despot are easy to assume when young, but unimaginable hardness to break in later years. I ask if this is what they want out of life. Today, alcohol is the #1 drug problem in America. Alcohol abuse is the 3rd highest cause of death in the U.S. Alcohol is involved in 50% of all driving fatalities. In the United States, every 30 minutes, someone is killed in an alcohol-related traffic accident. 4 in 10 criminal offenders report alcohol as a factor in violence. Yet every year, the liquor industry spends almost $2 billion on advertising and encouraging the consumption of alcoholic beverages. How can the murders, deaths, lawlessness, and violence in our communities be curtailed as long as we fail to confront the root of the problem and be faithful in facing our fiercest foe? Today's 60-second sermon has been presented by Christian Foundations of Faith in cooperation with the Baptist churches in your area.
Download the SmartStream app on the Android Play Store and create your account to get access to movies and stream at home or on the go. Prepaid customers can purchase regular data packages or get a discounted rate on a special SmartStream package by dialing 7737. Postpaid customers will be billed monthly. Never miss a movie again with SmartStream.
Hola usuario de eCash, la aplicación eCash está disponible en español. Cambiar el idioma de tu aplicación de eCash de inglés a español es rápido y sencillo. Déjame mostrarte cómo se hace. Primero, abre tu aplicación eCash. Introduce tu PIN. Toca el icono More en la parte inferior de tu pantalla. Selecciona Security. Selecciona Language. Y luego selecciona Spanish. Vuelve a introducir tu PIN y ya está. Tu aplicación de eCash está ahora en español y puedes seguir disfrutando de tu cartera digital eCash. La aplicación eCash de Belize Bank te hace la vida más fácil.
Welcome back to Open Your Eyes. We're moving now into our third and final segment for the morning. Now this one is all about this lovely Belizean lady who is actually a makeup artist and a hairstylist as well. And she made it to the semi-finals of the Caribbean Rising Star in Beauty competition. She is none other than Erica Howard.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning,
hairstylist
guys.
extraordinary.
Good morning
Yeah,
and
man.
welcome in studio.
Thank you.
I've got to see, we could see it. You look great.
Thank
primarily.
you.
And let's get on into it. It's a big business. There are a lot of hairstylists out there, a lot of
Yes,
makeup artists out there,
yes.
but there are a few things that people do better than others. Let's talk
Yeah.
about your business primarily. What got you into it, Eric?
Well, I used to always work, and I used to be a bartender, a waitress, supervisor. And one day I was encouraged into starting my own business from one of my friends, and ever since the business started to bloom, I started to get people on a regular basis, and I started to make more than I was making working for a week sometimes.
Yeah. Real?
In less than 2 days.
So how long have you been into the business?
I've been doing this for the past 7 years.
But you did mention bartender, waiter,
Waitress.
supervise, you know,
Yeah.
all that. But so what got, like, you just decided, okay, I like serve your drinks, but I want to do your makeup too. Is that the case, or what got you into loving hairstyling and makeup?
Well, I was doing hair from I was like 16.
Okay.
My mom, she and her friends, they used to go out, and then my mom used to bring her friends for me to put their hair in a simple bun, and I started practicing, and I got better, and I got better. And so I was working and still doing hair part-time, like for people I knew and not charging hardly anything.
Yeah.
And after that, I lost my job actually, and then I got hired at a bar, and I was making like close to $200 a week. And one of my friends, she told me, he said, Erica, you say you're good at what you do, why don't you start your own business?
Yeah.
And I remember posting on
Shout out to that friend.
Shout out Celine Tillit, that's my friend.
Yeah.
And I went and posted on Buy and Sell, and that one post got like 600 likes.
Wow.
Yeah, and those times I lived in a small apartment, and there were people in lines waiting to get their hair done, and sometimes it would run all day. And I remember that day I made like $700.
One day?
One day. One
Look
day.
at
My
that.
gosh.
Yep.
You
One
know,
day.
it comes back to natural talent, John. It comes back to natural talent. Was this something that you possessed from a very young age, and you just kind of mastered the skill?
There are rocky roads. We never start perfect, but as time passed, I got better and I got better, and I still don't think I'm the best, but I'm good at what I do.
Really?
And as long as you welcome people and you smile with them and people feel at home when you're dealing with them, they become like family. They become more like family. You see them more often, and they only confine in you.
But it does say here makeup artist and hairstylist. We could say, well, what's going on in the makeup and the hair?
I can't do makeup that good. My daughter does makeup.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't do makeup. She's 16. She does makeup. She did my my little.
You're primarily the hairstylist.
I'm the hairstylist.
Okay.
All right, so there are a lot of young ladies right now who are watching this and saying, you know what, this is something that I like to do as well. And I would like to be as good as you, or as a matter of fact, be as best as possible. What advice would you have to these young ladies?
I would tell them, go for it. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself to move forward. And sometimes it's not always perfect, but you can't give up. And you have to be consistent. You have to be consistent in what you can wake up and say, well, I broke today, so I'm not going to work today. I'm going to make money today, and then tomorrow you have money and then you don't want to work. You have to work whenever people want you to work. You have to work when people are available for you to work.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you, when it comes to hair, do you like read up new things? Do you go on a styling magazine? How do you get new styles?
I study Pinterest and YouTube like homework.
Oh, really?
I have to keep up with what's trending, what's new, what's the next style, what's the latest. So I have to keep myself informed and know what's next and what people would want, and even practice. And I have 3 daughters, but I practice on my main 2 girls. My oldest girl, she's always my mannequin. She wants, come mommy, let's try this, you know.
And is it by like country? Because we know that when it comes to Caribbean, there's Caribbean style. Then there is a North American style, there's a European style, there's an African style. How do you pick your styles?
I mostly go with Africans because if you notice, all around the world, including the US and other countries, they're fascinated with African styles. So that's one thing that never goes out of style. So I say, what they're doing next is what I do.
Trending styles.
Trending styles.
Nice. So let's get to the meat of the situation. You decided, you know what? I was gonna jump in on a competition to see where I can push myself. What is this competition, and why did you get into it? How?
Okay, I saw the competition last year.
What is it about? Yes,
it's a hairstyle, not hairstyle, sorry, but it's a beauty competition. So it's hair, nails, makeup, and barbering. And I noticed that people from the Caribbean countries, they entered, and last year we had 2 contestants from Belize who entered. It was Belizean Braidstock and
she was on
Trinell Enriquez. And they're very good at what they do. These girls have mad talent, right? And they entered last year, but I think because a lot of people didn't know about the competition, it wasn't as popular. Yeah, and I think they came in the semifinals, but they didn't make it into the finals.
Oh, man.
Because it goes by Facebook votes.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to go on Facebook, find the original page, like the original picture, and that's what the entire Caribbean was doing. But this year, so I saw the competition arise again, and I asked one of my friends, and she nominated me, and I have to shout her out as well, Natalie Augustine. Yes, she's been my backbone ever since this thing started. She's right there rooting for me. Yeah, but we entered, and I sent the pictures, and I got my acceptance, and ever since I've been tagging people and asking them to like my vote, just going in the comments and tagging, and people must tired of me, but I'm sharing and sharing and sharing, and I ask people to like and share, and share. Yeah, but on the competition, if you win, you get a scholarship to a beauty school in Bridgetown, Barbados.
Sweet.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it's really, and I want to do salon management because in my future, I want to own my own salon and do like rent shares. I've been, I was hired by the Hub like 2 months ago to do hair braiding class. Yeah, and I want to advance myself in that career up so I can own my own business. It's still a business now, but I want to get bigger.
Of course.
I mean, entrepreneurship is such a beautiful thing, and especially women in entrepreneurship. It's so nice to see.
It is.
Speak to us about the competition. Do you take pictures of some of the hairstyles that you do and you post those, and those are the pictures that we like? How does it work?
I sent pictures to them. To the Caribbean Development Institute, and they put it in a collage along with my picture and the Belize flag.
Okay.
So I'm the only person representing here from Belize. Just as Vanessa Rosado, as she was the only person with makeup from Belize. And in the competition, it's barbering, makeup, and hair, and nails. And in each category, a Belizean came out as a semifinalist.
Sweet.
Wow.
Yeah.
My goodness. So they put up your stuff on their page, and then people from around the
Caribbean started to like it. But I want my own Belizean people, because since we're the only ones, you know, we could do this, but we need to do this as a country.
So how can I go and vote?
You can go on the Facebook page, Caribbean Development Institute, find the picture in the category. It's barbering, hairstylist, makeup, and nails, and you can like the picture with your flag.
So once you like the picture, then that becomes a part of
a vote.
That's basically like how you vote.
Yeah, it's something like remember KTV, and it's the same thing.
Right. So can I? Oh, you can't vote 2 times, of course.
No, you can't. You're gonna get me disqualified if you vote 2 times.
Oh my God! So that's something that people need to do.
Yeah. No, it's good that you said that.
Good that you said that, because then if I want for you to win, it's by likes. Chances are I'd go in there, I'd vote, and then I'd want to vote again just to push your likes up.
Yeah.
So you're not able to do that.
No, it's 1 vote.
Okay.
1 vote per person.
Yeah. So now we know. And are there people that you're watching their style and feel a little threatened by it? Or?
No.
I love that.
No.
Confident.
That's
right?
confidence.
No.
That's confidence.
No, you know something, in Belize, we have a lot of people who do hair, and me and some of the other hair braiders, like we have Tisdale Tiana, we have same Trinell, she does makeup and hair. You know, we have Erin Wagner, and we have people. If I'm too full, I'll recommend Trinell. I'll recommend Tisdale, and I'll recommend, and that's the way that we do business.
Wow.
We support each other.
That's nice.
Yeah.
This is really, really good. I would never know. You people about professional. Say you do here, professional.
Yeah.
So you go on there. You find your picture. Your name, Erica Howard.
Yeah.
And that's how you place your vote.
You place your vote. You like the picture, the original picture.
Yeah. Are there anybody like from that site reaching out to you to say, man, I really like this style? And
oh my God, I'm getting so much hate right now from the other Caribbean.
Really?
But I don't care. I don't care. I have the love and support of my Belizean people, so I'm not bothered by it at one bit.
What's your specialty in terms of doing it? Like you just like okay, cool. You're wearing your locks, right?
Yeah.
But would you say like, man, my specialty is French roll?
I like doing knotless braids, and I have a braiding fetish with lengths. So the longer you want the braid, I'm amazed by that, and I'll knock that out in a jiffy. You know, I'll move fast on that.
Nice.
Yeah.
So cool. So now we know about your business. Now we know that you're a part of this competition. We know that it's big. How can we get to you to say, you know what? I want my wife jump on. I want my wife, nice up too. So how can people get to you?
Well, I'm on Facebook as Howard Mitchie Mitch Bizer, and I have a business page, Weave and Curls by Mitch, and you can find me on Facebook, and my phone number is 671-9377.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, this is such an inspiring thing that we're discussing right now. It's inspiring what you're doing. What would be your word of advice or inspiration to other young upcoming entrepreneurs, particularly young women?
Young women, people don't see, like sometimes young women don't know that there's a lot of things that they can do.
Yeah.
You have to push yourself.
Yeah.
There's so much like things you can do, like maybe there's sewing, there's hair, there's makeup, there's nails, and those things never goes out of style. No matter what you do when girls get paid, even when they finish buying groceries, they want to look good.
Of course.
Yeah, right? They want to look good. They're going somewhere, they want to look good. They always want to look good.
Yeah.
Female always find what they need to find to look good. So I would encourage them, find something that suits you. And turn it into something big for you.
One of the things that I was telling Brighton is I tend to refrain from saying bad times. I prefer to look at what I've learned from that particular time. But you did mention that when it comes to business, there will definitely be bad times.
Yeah, there
when it
will
comes
be
to
bad
times like that, to try and motivate other people. When it comes to times like that, what do you do?
When I have a bad day, I'll sleep on it. I'll sleep on it and I'll think what I can do to make it better tomorrow, what I can do to make it better next week, what I can do to turn from this situation and turn it into something positive instead of thinking negative like, I give up. Never give up. Never give up. Believe in yourself. That's my motto, believe in yourself.
Wow.
You can do it.
Wow.
So where can they find you to access your services?
Well, I'm located on number 15 Gale Street. That's in the Lake Eye area. I normally tell people around Cradle office because everybody knows where Cradle office is.
Okay.
So that's the easier way to go to. But I'm located off LaCroix Boulevard in the Lake Eye area. Yeah, on Gale Street.
So once you need, wedding coming up,
That's
this coming
right,
up, that
that's
coming
right.
up. And how do you price your business though? Because that's one of the hardest things. Like, who wants to rent?
Pricing your
And,
business.
sometimes it's difficult to say, all right, I want to charge you this amount. How do you do that?
I charge on normally like I like when my clients send me their hairstyle, the exact thing they want, so I can know the size of the braid, the length of the braid, and I can know the duration of the time that it's gonna take to do the braid, and that's how I price my work.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's as easy as that, but the competition is on, and all Erica needs is for you to go on the site. What's the name of the site again?
Caribbean Development Institute, and you look for the Rising Star competition and my picture and vote.
So, but you did mention that your barber. We have barbers.
We
in
have
the
a barber
semifinals too?
in the finals. He came in first as well.
Okay.
I don't know him personally, but he came in first as well. Miss Vanessa Rosado, she came in second in the makeup, and then they also have a Belizean girl from San Pedro. She came in second. So in each of the category, a Belizean placed first or second.
What's the duration? Because this is it says you make it to the semifinals for the Caribbean, right?
Yeah.
So what is the duration for us to go out and vote before there is the deadline for the finals?
They're gonna post some new pictures, and then you have to like that between now and May 1st. May 1st is the end of that competition. And then you go to the finals, and then we have to upload a short video and doing a style and the end results of the style, and then we go to the finals if we win.
Okay.
And then they have 3 judges. That one doesn't go by vote. They have 3 judges who chooses the winner out of those ones.
And that's for the finals.
That's for the finals.
Okay.
But for now, we need just the votes.
We need those likes.
The likes, sorry, the likes.
All right. Yeah. The good thing about this one, you don't have to be 18 to go for like.
Yeah, you could be any age and just like.
Just
Just a Facebook like.
All right, awesome. Erica, I'll tell you what, we're so proud of you, and we do hope that it works out for you within that best category, within that category whereby you could actually come out on top. So if you should win again, let's say you should win and you go to the finals, you win this entire thing.
Yeah.
What happens then?
Then I get to go to Bridgetown, Barbados, and study my salon management free of charge.
Listen, we need to pool up our people and go on like that.
Just like this one.
Like that picture.
All right.
And support our Belizeans.
So you already submitted your entries for the semifinals, right?
Yes, for the semifinals.
All right, so we just need to go on there and like.
Man,
I'm going to phone there. I nearly want to go vote right now. It's a Caribbean Rising Stars.
Yeah, but the page is the Caribbean Development Institute.
It's a Facebook page.
Yeah.
Okay, Caribbean Development Institute.
Yeah.
All right. Well, as we go on the break, I'm going to vote.
yeah.
All right. So, Erica, we're so thankful to have you in this morning.
Thank you for
your story
having
is
me.
very inspirational. And again, one of the things that I take away from what you have said to us this morning is never, ever give up.
Never give up.
And if these young ladies would like to reach out to you just for a word of advice, they can reach out to you, right?
They could reach out to me.
All right.
I'm always there.
All right. Erica Howard, hairstylist extraordinary.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming in this morning, Erica.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
We wish you all the best
in
your future endeavors.
All right, so I'll tell you what, during the break, I'm going to get hooked up. So we're going to test her knowledge. And I'll tell you what, I want rollers here. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll be wrapping things up. Stay with us. We will be right back.
It's almost lunchtime and Alice is getting hungry and forgot to bring cash. She remembers that eCash now has a geolocation feature in which she can easily view the eCash merchants near her, especially restaurants. Her co-workers also ask her to order food for them.
Chicken chow mein, please, and a Coke.
The merchant sends her the payment link. She taps confirm, and within a few minutes, her food is delivered. Alice then views her transaction history and taps on the transaction recently made, then taps the split the bill button where she selects the unevenly option and moves the bar to the desired amount per person. The request is then sent to her friends. Her colleagues accept the request and are ready to enjoy their meals. Geolocation and splitting the bill via eCash make Alice's life a whole lot easier.
Download the SmartStream app on the Android Play Store and create your account to get access to movies and stream at home or on the go. Prepaid customers can purchase regular data packages or get a discounted rate on a special SmartStream package by dialing 7737. Postpaid customers will be billed monthly. Never miss a movie again with SmartStream.
Dwayne Moody, Isani Cayetano, Marian Ali, Paul Lopez. Your News 5 police teams do whatever it takes, go wherever they need to go, so you can catch the story wherever you are, whenever you want, on whatever device. Channel 5 believes on television, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, because news is now everywhere, all the time, and so are we.
And we are back. We are back. It was an excellent morning, Brighton. Great conversations.
Very, very good conversations. We covered quite a lot of things this morning, John.
Yeah. You know, we started off, of course, with highlighting what the newscast showcased last night. The big story coming out of the news, of course, NIYAB and the churches have garnered their 19,000 votes to try and trigger a referendum on the marijuana issue, if we should legalize or not. And they're saying that it is to be left up to the people and not GOB.
Definitely a story that we want to continue following, and I'm sure the media, as always, does their job. They'll be following what the developments of this will be.
We'll be on top of that. We will be on top of that, all right? And of course, we covered this morning the Inspiration Center. It was a feature we did a few weeks ago. But the importance of knowing about autism, how to, what to, and when to. Yeah. And it's definitely one of the places that you want to go if you've got the suspicion that maybe your child or somebody that you know is with autism, because it's best to know how to deal with those folks. And then again, how to deal with yourself in dealing with that. So that was a great feature.
Yeah.
We also covered Digi. Digi on devices deals, DigiNet entry plans. Yeah. And even this man bragging, but when he reached Finland, he actually called his parents.
Yeah.
Service at its best, huh?
Yeah, definitely reliable. Certainly get out, like Abigail stated, get on the DigiNet deals. It's ending, I believe, shortly towards the end of the month.
Yeah.
So you want to jump on that ASAP.
That's right. You want to get on there. And a big thank you to Erica Howard, who is a hairstylist. Now, Erica is actually a semi-finalist for the Caribbean Rising Star Beauty Competition. You vote?
I already voted.
Oh, you want to ask me if I voted? Number one. Actually, what we're seeing so far is that Erica is actually in the lead for this during the semifinals. Around 400 and something likes or votes so far. And she needs everybody to jump on the site. It's actually the Caribbean Rising, the Caribbean Development Institute.
Yeah.
You jump on there. It's on Facebook. And you could actually pledge your vote on there and vote for the other Belizeans as well. What a way to end the show, Brighton.
Yeah, it's such an inspiration. We have other Belizeans as well who are in the competition, so they would definitely like your support. Go on that Caribbean Development Institute page, find your Belizean flag,
and you press that like button. That's all you need to do. You never know how far we could go. One person, yeah, you're going over here now, but with everybody, we could go as far as possible. All right? Without you, this is not possible. Thank you so very much for joining us this morning. You wake up, you open your eyes, and you started your morning right with us. So, if you've got any questions, any concerns at all, you could drop us a line at oye@channel5belize.com, right there.
You could also find us on Facebook at Open Your Eyes BZ.
And on Instagram,
of
at
course,
OYE Belize.
at OYE Belize.
And you can join us again tomorrow morning when you open your eyes.
To start your morning right.
As per usually, keep your eyes, your minds,
and your hearts open.
All right, we're going to see you soon. Make sure that you continue to check the numbers when it comes to the coronavirus pandemic. Wear your face mask, wash your hands, and make sure to enjoy your day. Have a lovely day, please.
Open Your Eyes was brought to you by the Belize Bank. Our country, your bank.